Okay, Merry Christmas, Jets Nation. Back for episode 10, I believe. Couple clicks for us. 10 episodes, well done. Joined by our Oilers correspondent, Cam Brakel, and back from the IR, back from injury, Graeme Shingleton. Graeme,
Feels
how
good to
you
be
doing,
back.
buddy? Looking
Feels
dapper.
feels good to be back. I feel terrible, actually. Fire Chevy, fire O'Neill, blow up the team. It's been a rough couple weeks, to say the
Yeah.
least. Not good.
Yeah, it might be on me a little bit. I kind of called that one. I did say 0-3. I really thought we might squeak the one out in St. Louis. Did not happen. And then we almost squeaked out the one in Utah. Did not
If it
happen.
helps, it's probably on me too, because from the depths of despair, I called a 3-0 week. I'm going to stop doing that from now until the end of time. I'm just going to go 0-3, expect the worst, hope for the best. So that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, that was kind of my mentality last week was expect disappointment and you will not be disappointed. Send a Spider-Man No Way Home. Breaks, how you doing, man? How are your Oilers? McDavid, first star of the week again this week. Top of the league in points, just ahead of McDavid, or McKinnon, excuse me. How you doing, man?
Good. The Oilers are kind of on a heater.
Did we not call this like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Well,
McDavid scores 25 and 10. Oilers go 17 and 0. And
they lost to the Wild, but
Yeah.
they had a couple good wins this week. So
Well, and then the
nothing to complain about.
Wild got absolutely shit kicked by Colorado the other night. What was it, 5-1 last night? Yeah.
Yeah, nothing too much to complain in Orlando.
No. Well, how did your you called your week, didn't you? 2-1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said 2-1 for both teams, but the Oilers got it done and the Jets did not.
Yeah.
not surprising.
Not surprising whatsoever. Yeah. I'm excited for Christmas. I'm excited for a little break. It's been a little bit hard to watch lately, so I'm excited to take a bit of time off the Jets, watch some World Juniors, watch some Stranger Things, eat some good food. I don't know. What do you guys got any Christmas plans? I know I asked you breaks before we started the pod, but what about you, G? Couple dinners here and there?
I've got a Christmas wish, and it is for everybody involved with the setup of this team to be removed abruptly. Now, plans-wise, it is probably going to be dinner while thinking about wishing that everybody who put this team together is abruptly removed. And if I could receive one present for this year, it would be for everybody who put this team together to be abruptly removed. So that is how I stand this Christmas. I'm very excited, and I'm hoping that I get my wish.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say Chevy deserves a big lump of coal for the moves that he made in this offseason. He is definitely on the naughty list, but I don't know if we should we just get right into it and start at the top of the week for the Jets. I mean,
Actually, no, you know what? Let's start off with let's go good news and then bad news, although it's bad news for us, but let's start with the Oilers. Because I do have a couple questions for our Oilers correspondent, and I mean, at least he can be happy for the first little bit. So let's start at the top of the week.
All right,
You want
questions?
You want me to go?
Go ahead.
Okay, so this was I guess from the 15th until today, correct?
We recorded the day of the Penguins game.
Okay, so that was the 16th. Yeah. So you recorded after that? I can't remember which day it was.
Yeah, I was watching the third period while we were recording.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll briefly touch on that because my first question is it corny as hell that the entire team came out to celebrate Leon Draisaitl's 1,000th point? And why is the answer yes?
The answer is no. It's a corny saying in the NHL. Most people don't get 1,000 games, let alone 1,000 points. So I think it's a massive milestone. I think clear the bench, quick group hug, congratulate Leon, and get back at it.
Okay, and my follow-up question is, if you were Stuart Skinner and you got a tap on the pads after getting the 1000th Draisaitl point scored on you, would you A, never play hockey again, B, high post-game, or C, somehow have the mental wherewithal to just get it out of the mind?
Graeme, way to come prepared for this pod, man. You are buzzing right
think-
now.
The only
I
reason,
love it.
reason I'm buzzing
I
right
think-
now is because Kittle saved my entire fantasy season in the first, so I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Hell yeah.
Back to your question, all of the above. Because if it was me, I would quit hockey instantly. He probably did cry after the game, and somehow he finished the game. He let in 6 goals, but he did finish the game. So, yeah, definitely hard. It would be hard for him, but the way it goes, he has not looked good in any of his games
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh.
I respect the crap out of him, honestly, for playing in that game that quick, having that happen to you. I mean, I didn't see any post-game pressers with him or anything. I'm sure there was, but that would have been tough to do. So, mad respect to him. I mean, and again, such a whole crazy weird scenario that after leading a team to back-to-back cup finals, you're basically ran out of town and then that happens to you. But I don't know, man. Props and respect to him for holding on and doing whatever the hell he's doing, because that would be that's enough to shatter the mental for the rest of your life.
Yeah, we didn't touch on it during our pod, but like that one clip of like all the players coming out to like celebrate Dries' 1000 goals and Skinner's just like dusting off the crease with his stick. Like, man, that was actually heartbreaking. I felt so bad for that guy.
I know.
And then the love tap from McDavid too.
Brutal.
Oh my God. Yeah, I feel for that guy big time. That
There was
sucks.
there was an interview before the game with McDavid as he was walking in, and then at the end of the interview, Skinner came up to him. Like Skinner was walking in the building at the time, and then McDavid put his arm around him, and they kind of walked down the hall together. So
that's nice.
that was good at least. But I mean, change of scenery. I'm hoping for the best for Stu. He was my guy. Ride or die with Stu, but he just wasn't the one that we needed. So
okay,
that's where I'll leave it.
Well, good answers. Moving on to game 2, a 3-1 victory over the hot Boston Bruins. Tristan Jarry leaves the game and is placed on IR, which I'm not sure how many games that keeps him out, but obviously a difficult scenario. My question to you, correspondent, is how far do you think Connor Ingram and Calvin Pickard can take this team in Jarry's absence? And are you worried that this will become a reoccurring thing with Jarry, as he has had some injury woes throughout his career?
Yeah, I am worried that's going to happen often, but I mean, injuries are just so fluke. It's a shitty thing to deal with. I know lots of guys that are just always injured, and it's horrible. But you got to hope for the best, and hopefully he's back soon. Hopefully he's back for the game in Winnipeg in the 29th. Maybe they return to line up that game. Big W, but
probably.
Yeah, it's
pretty sure you could put a pylon in net and you'd still win that game. But
that's what we had with Stu against you guys a couple weeks ago.
That's fair.
But Connor Ingram looked half decent in his start last night against Vegas. 4-3 win. It was 4-0. Vegas came back and almost tied it up, but he hasn't played in the NHL since February 25th. So last year, and then he went on to that player assistance program, and then been in the A all year this year. It'll take time for him to get kind of set in the NHL, but I've heard talks of maybe him taking over the backup role from Pickard. Pickard has not been good this year, so maybe send him back down and keep Ingram up for a little bit when Jarry's healthy. But Ingram looked good, and there was a stat that came out that Pickard had the worst save percentage in the NHL, and Ingram had the worst save percentage in the AHL. So I kind of looked into it. I don't watch a lot of AHL hockey or keep up with it, but Bakersfield is so offensive, and there's just no defense being played. That's why we have no prospects and really no D on the NHL roster. It's they win games 8-6, 8-7. It's crazy apparently. So their offense is nuts, but their defense just sucks apparently.
Huh.
That could play a role in it, but he looked good in his one start, so I'm not too worried.
Okay.
I didn't know you guys got him because Ingram was like pretty good on Arizona for a little bit there, right? And then I didn't know, like you said, I didn't know he went to the player assistance program and stuff like that. Was that a deal that you guys made in the off season? Like, did you pick him up as a free
Yeah.
agent or yeah? Oh,
So he went to
interesting.
Nashville last year, played a little bit, and then his mom passed away. So he went in the player assistance program, and there's a connection. I think his mom's sister is like best friends with Knobloch,
Okay.
and so Knobloch picked him up, and I guess now he's getting his chance to start. I thought he was really good in Utah or Arizona or wherever he was.
Yeah. Yeah, if he could get back
I
to
know
that level of play, like that could be a
he
good 1-2 punch with him and Jari.
Yeah, he wasn't great in Nashville. I know his numbers weren't good, but that's also when he was going through it with his mom
Yeah.
passing away. So yeah, I'm hopeful for Ingram, but you never know. Could be a
Hmm.
1-game wonder, or he could go on a little streak here and play really well. So
Yeah, if
just
he
gotta
could
hope for the
find
best.
if he could find the game he had in Arizona there, that'd be unreal. A really cool story. But interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. I'll throw it back to Graeme.
Last game of the week, 5-2 to the Minnesota Wilds, which have overnight with the
Not
Quinn
last game of the week.
trade. Sorry, whatever it was, have pretty much overnight become a cup favorite. And basically pushes the Jets even further down in the Central, which is not great. So, our correspondent, what went wrong? What did you like? And is that Pickard playing that game?
Yeah, Pickard played. I didn't get to see a whole ton of it. I was doing some Christmas shopping and whatnot, but from what the sounds of it was like both teams played good. Just the Wild played a bit better and got the extra couple goals, but
Mm-hmm.
like there was no like reports being like, oh, the Oilers were brutal or like they got dominated, but like I heard they played all right, but yeah, just couldn't score. Witt tweeted out actually that morning and was like, I think we're gonna need to score 6 to win tonight. And then we ended up losing 5-2. And I was like, what does he know? Like, insane. Yeah, some games with the Oilers you're gonna need to score 6, and a lot of the time they can, but the Wild are kind of a wagon, so it's hard to do that. That
Yeah.
game was kind of a like we were on a 3-game heater or something like that. Yeah, Detroit. I don't know. We won 4 of our last 5, and then lost to Minnesota, and then a win against Vegas. So can't complain. 5 out of the 6 wins, or 4 out of the 6 wins.
Yeah, you know what? I would rather be where you are right now than us. So, you know what? I'm not going to dwell on that any much longer because it's going to make me upset. Even though our next segment is going to make me more upset, but happy for you. Happy that McDavid is back to doing McDavid things and skating 90 miles an hour and scoring nice goals. I wish we had that. Unfortunately, we don't, but happy for you.
Two more quick things. Ike Howard in the AHL, like over point per game.
Bus.
He just scored a hat trick on Saturday or Sunday. He's playing really well down in the A, so hopefully we can get some scoring and confidence up, and then maybe you can get him back up in the NHL.
Ike Howard for one. Who says no?
Oilers, because Perfetti's junk.
Come on, man.
And then
Don't hit
Hudson
it.
is
Don't hit a
first
guy when
NHL
he's
goal.
down.
Those are my 2 things. Hudson, first NHL goal. That was the game against Boston.
He's
Game
the
winner.
oldest brother, right? It's
Yeah.
Quinn's the oldest, then Lane, then Cole.
Yeah, Cole's still playing in the NCAA, and then yeah,
I think he's on World Juniors again this year.
Should be, yeah. I think he goes to Boston College or Boston University. Yeah, those were the only hits I had on the Oilers. But if you guys have any other questions?
Well, you guys played Vegas yesterday too, right? And you won that game 4-3. I caught the tail end of that, and it almost looked like Vegas almost came back. But I mean, I watched like the last 10 minutes, and man, that would be an awesome playoff series to watch. Like
that's what it is right now.
yeah, like
they're
they're
second in the They're second in the Pacific. We're third. So as of right now, like we're tied at 42 points, but we have a couple games in hand.
Yeah.
And then Anaheim has a couple games in hand, but they're 2 points ahead. So
Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched a game at like actual NHL speed, and like that was like it was actually crazy to watch. Like the boys
yeah,
were all moving there, and so yeah, I had a good time watching that game. But yeah, if they do end up playing in the playoffs, like that would be a barn burner. Like I think that would
yeah.
probably go 7.
That's what I thought last year, but
Yeah.
Edmonton edged them in 4-1.
Yeah, I
Never
guess
know.
you never know. But I mean, with the addition of Marner now, like he looked pretty good and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? But yeah, it was fun watching a little most likely playoff preview there, and fun watching
Yeah.
actual good hockey for once. I don't know if we want to segue that into our Jets here. I don't know if I really have anything to say about this past week, but yeah, I mean, 1-0 loss to St. Louis to start the week. Joel Ho for a little shutout, so that was nice to see. I actually don't know if he's ever won against the Jets before. I could be wrong on that, but anytime I've watched us play St. Louis with him in net, I don't think he's actually ever won before. But whatever, good for him. I mean, that one could have gone either way. I don't think we played necessarily bad. We just couldn't really put the puck in the net.
It'd be nice if the other forwards on our roster maybe helped out the first line. So
Yeah.
that would be cool. But we're not going to get that anytime soon. So yeah, when the first line doesn't score, we lose.
Yeah. I mean that pretty much sums up the St. Louis game. And then, when we don't when if we want to jump ahead to last night's game, when we don't put them in the overtime to start the game, then we also lose. So we don't need to jump ahead that far. But yeah, that was tough. That would have been a nice one to squeak out against St. Louis there.
Especially the fact that we were just dogging them, earlier on in the podcast about how poor they are and they're not making playoffs. Jets are, and now they're fucking shutting us out. So that's great.
My one takeaway from that game is about 45 seconds left, and Jake Neighbors is kind of not really tussling with Morrissey, but just like a couple of shoves back and forth, and then Stanley just comes in from behind and rocks him open ice from behind and starts a big scruffle.
Yeah.
That was my highlight of the game.
At this point, Stanley might be our most valuable player. So I love that. Great job to him. Keep doing what you're doing. And I guess honestly, that can just into Colorado Jets, unless you got anything else, Anton.
I mean, I didn't hate that from Stanley. It was kind of like a stupid cheap penalty shot on his part. Yeah, and a cheap shot. I mean, we maybe possibly could have tied the game. That being said, we didn't score in the first 58 minutes of that game, so probably not. But yeah. Let's move on to Colorado.
Box score looks okay. We lost 3-2. However, I think that if we did not have Connor Hellebuck in the game, probably 6-2, 7. I want to be optimistic and I want to have faith and belief that we're going to turn it around. But like we got so outclassed in that first period that like there was 2-on-1 after 2-on-1. There was big save by Hellebuck after big save. We're not even close to them. I'm happy that we ended up at least making a game out of it. Losing to 3 Central Division teams this week just does not help our chances at all. Like, I mean, you got to pick up one of them at least. I guess we got a point versus Utah, but I mean, that doesn't help our case in going back up the div. But I've got a little bit of fun facts for you guys, and it's going to start off with Cole Perfetti. How many points does Cole Perfetti have in his last 15 games? And it's more than you think, and it's not that much.
3.
It is 4.
Yeah.
Now, can you guys guess how many benchings he's received in terms of percentage compared to points that he scored over those 15 games.
Well, he got benched once, didn't he? Or is it twice?
It's just once, but he's been benched for 25% of his total points over the last 15 games. So that's my first fun stat. My second fun stat is how many points does Jonathan Toews have in his last 23 games?
I'm not having fun, Graeme.
How many games away is Jonathan Toews from making $550,000 more dollars? It's a two-parter.
6 games.
2 points and 5 games. In 5 more games, Jonathan Toews shows up, says sup to the boys, heads onto our fourth line and makes $550,000 more dollars. Now, I understand that we're not exactly in cap hell, but that's our 2 center, or what was supposed to be. Can you guys guess how many goals Gustav Nyquist has this year? This is my last one.
0 or 1?
It rhymes with
0.
It rhymes with Biro. It does. And one of the most fun reports that I've watched, that I've seen over the last few days. Hold on, let me. Was it Sarah Manschetti that posted it? Let me go get a quote for quote here on the old thing.
I'm gonna
here.
grab another nicotine mint here.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Alrighty, where are we here? Connor McDavid will miss. Wait, what? Oh, okay, never mind. We're good. I was very worried there for a second. I saw Connor McDavid here. Okay, I'm wasting too much time. So, nope, just kidding. I found it. Just kidding. I didn't find it. I'm not going to waste any more time. It was something along the lines of Gustav Nyquist has not performed to what the Jets expected him to. So they are looking for options in the market.
Yeah, I saw that today. Yeah.
And then the most beautiful report of them all, Kevin Cheveldayoff is kicking tires on Mason Marchment, who has scored like 2 goals this year after getting traded to Seattle. Perfect. So excited for another middle 6 winger that is just not going to produce. Anyway, optimism, positivity, belief. I'm excited. We've got a future. Let's look forward to it. I'll let you guys take it away.
I actually wouldn't mind a Marchment trade for you guys. Like, it's kind of what you need. Is like some grit. But
at least he's got some boots. But yeah, Chevy saw the fake punch at Stanley and said, "That's what we need right now."
I mean, Marchment has 14 points, so
he's not a bad player, but I don't know if he's going to solve all our problems.
Grit.
How many goals does he have?
What?
How many goals does he have?
He's got 5 goals, 9 assists.
Good.
So that would compare to.
It's too late now.
That would compare to Nino.
Well, it's 5 more than Gustav Nyquist, so maybe I'm eating my words.
He would be 5th in scoring on the Jets right now.
God help us. God help us.
Yeah, and then I'm sure he would be thrilled to be paired up with Nemestikov and Perfetti right now. I mean, he chose Columbus over us, so what does that say?
Yeah, well, I mean, after Perfetti's benching in the third period, he followed it up with 9 minutes and 44 seconds in the Utah game, in which there was no benching or no discipline, so he's just not trusted anymore. He's just not getting minutes, which, I mean, is fair. Like, I mean, we put all this belief in you. You're getting second-line minutes. You're getting first-line power play, and you can give us 4 points in 15 games. Like, that's deserved. Figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, I saw someone make an interesting point on Twitter the other day that was like, why is Perfetti the only one who's being held accountable and the only one being benched right now when it's not just him? Like, I know Gustav got scratched for a few games there, but like Nemestikov or Toews or, I mean, Pearson's been taken out of the lineup and stuff too, but why is Perfetti the scapegoat? Why is it our young guy when, like, I don't know. It was just sort of another like telltale sign of like we love our old players, and like you kind of get what I'm saying. Like,
it's because like I don't know if it's like it starts with management or it's our Neil or what it is, but I mean, accountability is one thing, but I mean, if you look at Taves, like the optics on benching him or scratching him are just horrific after the whole, which I mean, well deserved parade, the whole big thing with him coming back to Winnipeg. I'm sure jersey sales are great, but like, I mean, I think a huge telltale sign is if Taves gets to 40 first, well, he'll get to 40 for sure. But if he gets to 50, 60 games and he's still producing at 2 points in 23 games pace, like if they're not scratching him or benching him,
Yeah.
I mean, then that's an issue from upper management. But I do agree with you. Like, I mean, Perfetti deserves slack, but I mean, yeah, there's hardly a mention about Nemestikov, who's been terrible production wise. Nino's been okay. I mean, you're not paying Lowry $5 million to score 20 goals, but I think Lowry's got 1 goal this year. Who else is down there? I mean, we talked about Nyquist. Barron had a nice goal versus Utah, but I mean, he's been slow this year too. He's had an elevated role in certain scenarios. I mean, it's just, it starts from the top, but I think it's just because Perfetti's big moment last year and the fact that we've given him all this opportunity, that's why he's catching flack, because it was expected. Like, we were having a conversation, I think, last year about what Perfetti's next contract is going to look like. And was it going to be like $9 million? You know, he's lucky to be in the NHL at this rate. I mean, that's just the way that hockey goes. And I think Perfetti's just catching flack because he had somewhat of a breakout last year in the playoffs. He had the Manitoba Miracle goal and there was big expectations. But yeah, I mean, it's not just him. It's Nemestikov. It's Lowry, even though, again, I know you're not paying him $5 million to score, but more than 1 goal would be great. You know, I mean, Kepke's had a couple games here and there. Barron's had a couple games, but like, I mean, we've got, unless I'm mistaken, Logan Stanley is our 4th leading goal scorer on the team, and we're at Christmas. So that's an issue.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I
don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about Taves, but I'll ask about this first. And like, not that I think this might be a dumb question, but like, do you think the room is a little lost? Not just one with like Arneal, but then 2 with like Lowry being the captain and him not like producing at a clip or playing like his best hockey, and then he's coming out in the media and he's doing these meetings. Do you think like a guy like Shifley or Connor or like or Morrissey is in that room like and like just not even listening to him, because it's like, why are we listening to you? Like, you're playing like shit right now too. I don't know. Like, it's a dumb question, but
No, I get what you mean, but like, I mean, like I mentioned, you're paying Lowry $5 million to, I mean, as dumb as it sounds, to be a leader, to be physical, to
yeah,
be that sort of menacing presence. You're not paying him to score 20 goals, but I mean, you sure as hell better score 10 if you're getting 5 million. And it doesn't look like he's on that pace right now. But in terms of like, is his poor play affecting the dressing room? I don't think so, because I think he's still doing a lot of what your quote unquote captain should do, you
yeah,
know? And I mean, again, everything gets leaked to the media, but the whole thing about the players meeting after Buffalo, I'm sure he's still talking in the dressing room, and I'm sure that Scheif, Connor, Velarde,
yeah,
Morrissey are all still listening to him and also trying to be a voice in the dressing room. It's probably just very difficult when, I mean, for one, Lowry personally is struggling to score. He's probably feeling short of shitty about himself. And then, I mean, the whole Jets organization at this point, another fun fact, was first in the NHL last year, and now we're 27th, and on pace to have the worst season after a President's Trophy in NHL history. I'm sure that doesn't make it very much better, but long-winded answer. I don't think that guys would like stop listening, or, you know, there'd start being turmoil in the dressing room because of Lowry's poor play. I think there's just so many factors that are contributing to us being shitty, is that like they probably just don't know which direction to go. And by they, I mean management. Like, do they fire Chevy? Do they fire Arneal? Do they start scratching and waving guys? You know, but like, is that the answer? Are they just going to stand tall, try to trust the process and see if things turn around after Christmas? Who knows? Right? Like, I mean, we could be standing here in April with a St. Louis Blues situation where they were last in the NHL in 2019, came back and won the cup, you know? Like, that's a very
Yeah.
realistic possibility. Does it look like that right now? Absolutely not. But who knows, right?
We're only 6 points out if you want to look at the bright side of things. Like, it's not that big of a hill to climb. It's just like with the way we're playing right now, 6 points is kind of a lot, and it doesn't seem like we're gonna win any games anytime soon, but you never know. Maybe maybe a break is exactly what we need right now, and maybe we come back with a bit more legs and a bit more juice. I mean, who knows? But
Yeah, just
But
looking at the schedule, you guys have like a week off this week.
yeah.
yeah,
Monday through
but
Friday off.
I
Yeah.
guess a question for both you guys, more tailored to Anton, but like, I mean, the Jets are in this position, but like, if the Oilers are in this position, and I don't think it's any secret, like, boring a Hellebuck plays Vezina Hellebuck in the playoffs, there's no chance that even if we make the playoffs, we're getting out of the round. Again, I don't know if management like could handle the optics of doing it, but like, at this point, knowing you're not going to go anywhere in the playoffs, do you not just like not? I mean, not let it be known to the world, but do you not just tank, have one down year, try to get a high pick, see if that helps spark you? Like, I mean, again, we get further on in the season, we waive Nyquist, we sit Taves, we bring up the young guys, we call it a lost season. I think the fan base would react to that way better than trying to bring in another top 6 forward to try to make a playoff push to get bounced in the first round,
Yeah.
Sorry,
I mean, that's not a bad point.
My question after all that is, if you're in our position, or Anton, knowing you're in our current position, would you rather us tank, call it an off year, try to just refocus, come back next year, or would you try to salvage and even try to make the playoffs and hope that Hellebuck stands on his head?
As badly
Can
as
I
I
go quick?
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, you can start.
Yeah.
Just looking at December, you're 2-9 with Minnesota, Edmonton, Detroit left.
Nice.
Like, I know Detroit's not great, but then like even in the new year, like right on the first, you have the Maple Leafs, who are shit right now. You have your revenge with Ottawa, and then you have Vegas, Edmonton, Kings, New Jersey, Islanders, Wild. Like, you guys have a hard fucking schedule. So
Yeah.
why not just like you said, you're probably not going to make it out of the first round with one line producing, and Hellbuck is not proven in the playoffs. Well, on the road at least. So why not try and get a top 5 pick and go get that stud that you need? Like,
I'm for it.
you're a small market. You don't need to be trying to go for the cup every year. Like, Vegas goes for the cup every year, but it's Vegas. Everyone wants to play in Vegas. No state tax. It's a good place to play. Like, nobody really wants to play in Winnipeg. Edmonton would be the same way. Like, no one would want to play in Edmonton if McDavid and Draisaitl weren't there. So, like, I don't know. Just you you gotta yeah. You can't just try and win every year and then expect to get better every year.
I agree.
Yeah.
Especially as a small market that people don't want to come to in free agency. I know like a lot of guys are like, oh, like we love playing here. The guys that are playing here, it's like it's a great place to play and stuff like that. But people look at Winnipeg and they're like, no, we don't want to go fucking play there. And like reasonably should. We live here. It's not a great place to live. Would you rather live in Vegas or Florida or somewhere like that, or Winnipeg? Like, it's
Yeah.
just so hard. But I think they should just kind of not blow it up, but like they got to get rid of those Pearson, Nyquist. You can't really get rid of Taves, but like you got to get rid of those older guys. Let Lambert play. Let Chibrikov play. Let Solomon play. Why is Luke Shen even playing? Like,
It's a
you
great
got to
fucking
get those young
question.
guys in and get a top 5 pick and hopefully get a stud.
Yeah,
That's my opinion.
I agree.
I would say the same thing about the Oilers, but we have 2 of the top 5 players in the league, so it's kind of hard to
Well,
tank when you have that.
so that's sort of what I was gonna say, was that, like, man, imagine, like, not that this would be like a conversation in the locker room or anything like, oh, we're gonna tank, but like, what what do you tell Hellebuck and Scheifele and Connor and these guys who are like in their prime right now and saying like, yeah, we're gonna try and tank for McKenna right now? Like, how would that affect them to know that like
I think
we're
that
not
it's
gonna compete for a cup this year? Like,
I think that it's an easy spin. You don't, I mean, the words for any NHL organization are never going to come out that we're tanking, but
no.
you bite the bullet, you waive Nyquist, you waive Pearson, I mean, I think Kepke can keep his job and just stay in the press box, and you say, hey guys, these old guys unfortunately haven't worked out. We're bringing up some young talent for you guys to work with. Mentor them, teach them, lead them, and for the rest of the year here, show them what it's like to be an NHL player. And come this time next year, we need you guys to be great leaders for these guys. But for the next 40 games left in our season here, these young guys are going to come up, they're going to play, show them what it's like to be in the NHL. Who knows?
It's never gonna happen. He's
Yeah.
never
Like-
gonna do that.
Who knows?
Like, that's what it should be.
will.
I think that's what everyone would love to see, and that's what we've been harping on all season is getting our young guys in the lineup. I just don't think that's gonna happen. And then, I mean, to counter your point, I mean, what you said a few pods ago, like our makeup is not that different. Who's to say like we do get? I think we're missing a 2C. And if we can get a good one, that who knows where we go from there. But like, yeah, I think then nobody's going to want to come here with the season we're having right now. So it's going to be really hard to negotiate getting guys here. One, because we're Winnipeg, first off, and then two, because we're dog shit right now. So yeah, I mean, I was hitting the panic button after Buffalo. And so, yeah, I mean, if you're hitting the panic button and you don't think you should win, then you should probably tank. My fear, though, is that what I just said, and it's definitely what's going to happen, and it's what's shaping up to happen, is that we're not going to play our young guys, we're not going to tank, and we're going to end up being like a Buffalo, Vancouver year, who's just a middle of the pack team for the next 8 years. That's honest. That's how I see it going for Winnipeg for a while here, because I think Chevy and I don't know if Chipman, like, they're scared of being dog shit and then people not coming out to the games. And then there's been all this talk of us losing a team and stuff. Do I think that'll happen? No, but I think that's what they're trying to avoid happening. And that's why they're like, again, the guy on CJOB is like, oh, we have our team now and then we have our team of the future. But like, I don't know. I don't think like this team's going to win a cup, and I don't think our next team's going to win a cup either. Will we be good? Yeah. But like, I don't know. I don't think we'll ever be good enough. That's tough to say because we haven't seen any of our young prospects yet, and we don't know if they can NHL hockey. But
I mean, like, you can say that about a lot of teams, right? Like, you look at the Flyers, and it's like, how are they ever going to win a cup? You look at the Blackhawks, how are they ever going to win another cup? You look at Columbus, how are they, it takes 1 year and a bunch of things to go right for that to happen. But, like, I mean, to the normal fan, it probably makes a lot more sense than to management and ownership, where they're like, oh, no, like, we've got to keep a competitive team to get people out to come to playoffs to do this. But it's like, if you're any regular Joe Schmo in the street and you're seeing a team that's 2-9 in December, which very well could finish 2-12, why would fans come to watch that rather than seeing young talent? That's like a commonsensical thing for the fan, but I'm sure for management, it's probably hard to admit defeat on the signings. And, like, I saw a good quote the other day. It's that, like, Chipman's two things that he built his entire business off of are, like, loyalty and trust. And so that's why Chevy's been here for 15 years. That's why Arneal's moved up through the ranks, so on and so forth. But it's like you obviously don't want to abandon that. But it's like, if you want this team to succeed and you want them to be a good team, it's like you can't just keep throwing out the same product every single night for 82 games and expect something to change.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
that's fine.
I just think,
if you guys want to feel any better,
excuse me.
Huh?
Go ahead.
If you guys want to feel any better, I just kind of looked up at the draft picks for next year, and right now you guys traded the 36th overall pick for Luke Finn plus the 27th fourth.
Nice.
That's kind of a gut wrenching fucking feeling, but
That was supposed to make me feel better.
right now you have a 4th overall pick. So maybe that's Verhoff.
Yeah, and then we
Or
won't play
that
him for
Swedish
6 years.
or that Swedish forward that's unreal. Because like maybe you guys get into the top three because it should be like that Swedish guy, McKenna and Verhoff, and all three are supposed to be like generational players.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm with you, Graeme. I've been harping on it all season. I mean, yeah, if it works, great. If it blows up, whatever. But like, yeah, get our young guys in the lineup, see what happens. And then, yeah, like, but my fear is that we think we could be the St. Louis Blues or the Edmonton Oilers and be the last team in December and come up. But that is not how we're usually. Last year we were first in the league come Christmas, and this year we're last. We're usually a good team in the first half of the year. Like, we're not
Yeah,
the
and then
type of
we
team to turn
usually
it off
fall
after
off.
Christmas.
We
Yeah.
usually off in the second half, so God help them this year.
Yeah, exactly. So as much as it pains me to say it, I would love that. I just, I hope like if we do that it doesn't cost us like Scheifele or Hellebuck or Connor and they give up on our team and request a trade out. Like, not that I think that would happen, but I mean, you never know. Like we just said, Winnipeg's not exactly the most ideal place to play. And I think they were here because they thought they could win here, and Scheifele and Connor wanted to win. And so if they don't think they can do that anymore, then I don't know. But yeah, how did we get here? Holy.
That was from Colorado. You hadn't even talked about
Yeah.
UTA, which I guess was fun. They brought it back. Connor scored a nasty goal.
It was worse than the Colorado game. We played horrible. We played so bad, especially in that first period. And then we just got lucky. We scored 2 in a row there. And then, yeah, Keller snipes one in OT. Real quick. Yeah, I think like a lot of people were complaining like, oh, why is Lowry out there and stuff. I think it was because Scheifele and Connor finished the period and so they were tired. Correct me
I
if I'm
think
wrong.
O'Neill just wanted a shutdown line in overtime. I think that was his his mind.
It's really smart. Do you think Arneal gets fired like after that play and then with the season that's been transpiring?
I think at this point, if there is a
Yes.
firing, the first one to go will be Chevy, because there's been so many people up in arms about the signings this year. So as shitty as it sounds, I think he'll be the first to go, even though he has done, in my opinion, a really good job. Last couple of years with signs have been very poor, but I mean, he's the catalyst for Morrissey, Hellebuck, Scheif, Connor, all of them. So he's done his job, but I think he'll be first to go. I can't see Arneal getting fired mid-season unless we like really, really shit the bed. Like if we go 2-10 in January again, and then like we start out February like 0-4, then I can maybe see it. But I don't think Arneal will get fired mid-season. I think first one to go will be Chevy.
You think that would happen during the season or after the season's over?
I think sure.
That'd be crazy. That'd be really sad, to be honest. I mean, maybe it'd be for the best, but like, yeah, like you said, I mean, his legacy is amazing. It's just, tough season with the Pearson and Nyquist signings.
I mean, like anybody else, Buffalo's kind of a dumpster fire, but I mean, they haven't been in the playoffs in 15 years, but look at how many coaches, GMs, players they've had through there compared to us. I mean, they look a lot worse than where we are, but at the end of the day, like I always joke about it with Brakel about, what happened at the end of the season with the Odyssey. We both didn't win a cup, but when it boils down to it, we've got an awesome team, or we have had an awesome team for a lot of years, but when it boils down to it, we don't have a Stanley Cup. And we've got one Western Conference final appearance in 15 seasons. So, I mean, yeah, he's had some awesome picks, some awesome players, but yeah, like we don't have a cup and we've got one Western Conference final. So
that 2019 team still haunts me. We were the best team in the league that year, by far, in my opinion. I can't believe we lost that year to Vegas, to William Karlsson and Jonathan Marchessault.
That was the Misfits.
First year, the Misfits. First year, I hate Vegas. Yeah, I mean, I said this to Breaks on the last podcast, though. I know we've been harping on Taves, but I mean, I still like. Obviously, he's been, I guess, a bit of a disappointment. I'm not really too sure what we were expecting him to be. I was expecting him to be pretty much exactly what he's been, maybe a little bit better. I still think that's a cool signing, and I still think it's like been really cool to see him just in a Jets uniform and back after 2 years and playing NHL hockey. And I don't know. I'll still defend that signing. I know like it's just getting worse week over week now with how much money we're paying him, but like he's also said, we're not in cap hell, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I don't know. Since we're just talking about Chevy signings and stuff, like, I believe it or not, I still like that one. I could care less about how Taves performed this season. Like, I don't know. I think it's cool to see him in a Jets jersey. I don't know if you feel the same way. I don't think so. What is that?
The bandwagon form for the Oilers. If anyone wants to hop on, I can fill it out for you and print it off.
I'm like getting emotional over here, Breaks, talking about Taves. We just talked about tanking for McKenna.
I'm trying to bring the spirits up here.
No, just like I've been more tempted than ever to hop on the Oilers.
No, the Jets will be fine. They'll get back at it.
I might hop on the Vegas bandwagon. I might hop on that team.
Fuck Vegas. I hate Vegas.
I'd love to see Marner win a cup over there.
God.
I will say that I'm loving seeing him perform over there and seeing Toronto at the bottom of the standings. If there's been one bright spot of this season, it's that Toronto also stinks.
Yeah.
That's been nice to see. Anyway, I think I'm good. I think we can maybe talk about the Jets in the new year. I think, yeah, what a depressing season.
We deserve a week off just as much as the boys play and do.
At our projected Team Canada lineups picked, Jarvis is out week to week.
Yeah, week to week.
That's too bad. Do you guys think that'll affect his Team Canada roster spot, same as like Bedard, or no? Like Jarvis made the team last year, right?
He made 4 nations.
So, well, yeah, like I know, but same thing. Like, it's a little bit different than Bedard. He was on the team last year, and so I still think he'll make it. Yeah. Do you guys have anything else league related? Sid passed Mario for all-time franchise points.
Yeah,
yesterday. That was pretty cool to see. How many points is he at now? Is it like 1,800? Is that crazy?
1,400 and something.
It's 14.
Crosby?
Okay.
No, it's like 1746 or something.
So it is closer to 18. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was something absurd, obviously, but yeah, that's crazy.
I'll check it out right now.
Who do you think's legacy will be remembered longer or more prominently, Sidney Crosby's or Alexander Ovechkin's?
Crosby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly
got 1724.
I think
1724.
I think Crosby's the better player. He was my favorite player growing up, but I think Ovi will be remembered more because of the goals.
I think so too. Yeah. I think you just look at the production that was, and with Gretzky in the building and stuff, and the fact that like goal scoring is the coolest thing to do in hockey. I think that'll be remembered more, which is crazy because I think what Crosby's done is way more impressive in my opinion. I mean, like, not way more impressive, sorry, but like more impressive. I mean, that guy's got 3 cups and more points per game, I'm pretty sure, as well. And so
yeah, he's part
I
of
think
the
he's the better player too.
More points.
And then and then you also look at what he's doing at his age right now compared to Ovi. Like, he could play for, like, him and Marchand are gonna play till they're like 50 years old probably, and Ovi might be kind of on his way out after next season.
I hope Crosby tries to go to 2,000 points. You know how ridiculous that would be? That's 100 points a season for 20 years.
That's fucking
And he
insane.
could very well do it. Like, he could very, very well do it. He's at point per game this year at 30. Yeah. Wait, he was born in 1987, 8th month, 7th day. So August of this year, he will be 39? Holy shit.
Dude, you are buzzing. Holy fuck. Well done. Good pull.
He picked 87 because he's born in the 8th month, 7th day of 1987.
Yeah.
So I don't know, that's why I picked it. But yeah, so he'll be 39 in August this year. Holy shit. I mean, I guess Marchand signed till 43, so God knows McDavid, probably McDavid too, but Crosby will go there.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy. Like, he's basically doing it on an island there too, like all by himself, still doing all the work himself. It's crazy to see. Yeah. I mean,
You know, Marchand has 1,020 points too. That's crazy to think about.
yeah, because for the first half or so of his career, he wasn't exactly like a
He was like a
points guy.
60,
He was
70 maybe
60.
point.
Yeah. And then, I mean, he had a couple 100-point seasons. For sure,
Pretty
one.
sure, for sure one, if not two.
Yeah, his career has been crazy. Like, for him to start off as the rat that he is, and I mean, he still is that rat, but then like becoming just a bona fide points guy, it's like, yeah, like his legacy also is gonna be remembered by a lot of people. Like, fun player to watch. Love him or hate him, you
He's
watched.
Hall of Famer, right? He's got to be a
Oh
Hall
yeah.
of Fame.
Oh
Yeah?
yeah.
Who,
100%.
Marchand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
100%.
Right? Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah. There's no way he's not. But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, I say it all, but like they give shout outs on Chicklets for guys who reach 1,000 games, and so 2,000 points, 1,200 points is just, yeah, that's crazy. 2,000 points. Anyways, that's all I had for league related stuff. I don't know if you guys had anything else. I don't think there was a whole lot going on this week, league wide.
Well, actually, one thing, I guess, we'll touch on this because we've had a little bit of conversation about it, but I think up until the Wild lost yesterday, Canucks and Wild were a combined 9-0 since the Quinn Hughes trade.
Yeah,
Which is
Vancouver was
Oh, yeah.
4-0. Vancouver's 4-0. They lost tonight to Philly, and then Minnesota was 5-0. And lost to Colorado last night.
I mean, Bouillam's been good. Hughes played career high in minutes the other night. I haven't really seen or heard much about Marco Rossi, but I know he's playing because I watched a little bit of that Boston Vancouver game, so I saw him playing.
Yeah, Marco Rossi scored the shootout winner. Liam Ogren had 2 goals in that game.
Really?
Yeah, Liam Ogren had 2 goals in that Boston game.
Good for him.
Rossi scored the OT winner. Or the shootout winner. Actually, no, I think Ogren scored the shootout winner. Sorry. I'm going to go look at that.
What else was there? I was going to bring up something else. Actually,
Buffalo's also on a heater.
That's crazy.
That's what it was. Buffalo on a 6-game heater.
6-game heater, yeah.
Did you see Biz's Twitter? Did you see Biz's Twitter?
Yeah.
He posted like that photo of the guy walking with the girl looking back, and it was like him with a Buffalo jersey. Yeah, and then Buffalo quote tweeted it and said or something about apology video scream crying or something like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Also, I gotta wait. Hold on. I want to hop to fantasy football for 1 second because I want to tell you this shit never happens to me. I needed George Kittle tonight because Josh Jacobs and Javonte Williams screwed me this week. I needed George Kittle to get 23.4 points to win and to head to finals in this league. George Kittle got 24.5 points and then was questionable for the 4th quarter. So his last catch won me the fucking week. Finished 136.02 to 135.11. I beat the guy by 0.9 points, and Kittle's legacy game got me to the finals. So,
congrats, G. Congrats. Nobody deserves it more than you, man.
All our wonderful subscribers out there that tell me I'm a terrible GM, I'm now in 2 finals this year. And I didn't clean house. I beat Carson by 0.8 points in Hoons for 5th place. So made playoffs. all 3. I'm in finals in 2, and I'm looking forward to
I
next
hope
week.
you lose both.
Please don't say that. That's really nice. That's really not very nice.
Graeme, I'm rooting for you, man. Nobody deserves it more than you, man. You deserve
Thanks,
it.
Sal. I needed that. I really needed that.
Good for you. That's unreal. I mean, yeah, I'm tanking, obviously. I beat Blake this week, so that's good. So I won't be winning the toilet bowl at the end of this year. But yeah, I put up like 140 points. I saw, yeah, and you won by 1 point in our league too. Not that you really care, because I think you were playing for. Or wait, are you still in it? No, you're playing for third.
I'm playing for third?
Right? Yeah.
No, I think I just went.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Anton, did
Yeah,
you
you're
see
in that
Genty
side of the
yesterday, though?
bracket. I don't. No, I didn't.
Oh.
I did.
128 rush yards with a 60-something yard TD, 60 receiving yards with the 60-yard receiving TD for 41.8 points.
Yeah, I saw that. It's been heartbreaking to watch, really. And then, I mean, Drake May was pretty good against Baltimore too. I mean, he's been good all season. Let's ask our now 30 subs. Hold on. Let's ask our now 30 subs. Couple clicks. Thanks to everyone for subscribing.
I got my brother-in-law to subscribe tonight, so he's locked in.
Did you?
I've got a quick blind resume for you. Breaker will know, so he can't answer. So Team A has Josh Allen, Quinshon Judkins, Michael Carter, Justin Jefferson, Trey Tucker, Tyler Warren, Xavier Worthy, Brian Thomas Jr., Jake Bates, and Chiefs D. Team B has Matthew Stafford, Alvin Kamara, who didn't play this week, Kenneth Walker, an empty wide receiver slot, Romeo Dobbs, an empty tight end slot, an empty flex spot, Luke McCaffrey, who's been on IR since week 6, Harrison Butker, and Broncos D. Which team do you think won by 25 points this week?
Just based off the question, I'm going to assume it's the team with 3 empty slots and the guy in the IR.
Team B. Won by 25 points. And he had technically 4 people playing.
I'm just looking at it now. That's crazy.
That's Drake versus Sal.
Drake might lose to Blake next week, too.
If
Drake loses to Blake and Sal, he should be kicked out of the league. Because both of them deleted the app months ago. I made a trade with Blake about a month ago. It was Tony Pollard and Keon Coleman for RJ Harvey, and he had to re-download the app to accept it.
That's karma for Drake fleecing Sal on the Judkins.
That 100% is. That's karma.
I texted him last night. I said, that's karma. And he said, I wasn't going to win anyways.
That's awesome.
If Drake gets last, we have to come up with some sort of fantasy punishment. Like, what was it last year? We were going to make Sal play in the Manitoba Open.
Yeah.
We got to come up with something.
Like, one of the classics is like 24 hours in a McDonald's and everything you eat takes off like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Or go to a bar and every beer you drink or whatever. I've seen a bunch of those. That'd be so funny. Yeah, we got to make him do that.
That wouldn't hurt Drake. Drake can eat like 17 burgers and he's still like 130 pounds.
That is true.
That is very true.
Okay. Well, anything else hockey related, gentlemen?
No.
Gavin McKenna sucks.
Gavin McKenna does suck.
I watched the only game I've watched for pre-tournament was on Saturday, and like I was just like flipping back and forth between like 4 different games, and I saw 3 turnovers, one including the turnover to give up the empty netter, and him scoring on his own net when they had a power play, or like delayed power play. Goalie was pulled and he put it in his own net.
Yeah, it was tough.
Not a great showing from him.
Bad game.
One other thing, Philip Deneau trade. You guys see that?
I did.
Yeah.
Montreal, back to Montreal.
Yeah,
that would have been a nice one.
Montreal gave up less to get Philip Deneau than we did to get Luke Shen. So that is tough. That is something. That is another stat for your Winnipeg Jets.
Oh, what a tough.
I love it here.
What a tough time to be a Winnipegger. right now, man. What a tough time to be a Jets fan.
What was the deal? Was it a third that they got?
Second and a fourth for Shen.
No, for Dano.
Just a second. I was honestly kind of surprised the player didn't go back. But I mean, Dano's having a down year for him. He's not a crazy point scorer. He's just an awesome defensive center. I think he's got like 5 or 6 points this year. I mean, his value's quite low, but I mean, he's also not like a 20, 30, 40 goal scorer. Puts up 30 to 40 points a year. So I'm sure he'll turn it around in the second half. Yeah, I mean, his value wasn't crazy high.
Be like the 5th highest point scorer on our team, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Could have been nice. Okay, I'm done. I've had it. I've got some movie stuff to talk about with G if you want to talk about that for a bit. But I need to talk some World Juniors next week. Anything but the Jets, to be honest. And then
Hopefully I'm happy next week. We got Calgary twice and the Winnipegs. Hopefully that's a little 3-gamer.
Should we do our next 3? I guess for you we can. I don't know if we even have a game this week. Yeah, just
0-3. No more
You guys
options.
just Saturday.
No, I take
You
it
guys
back.
you guys got Wild Oilers, and then we got Calgary, Winnipeg.
okay. Well, you're going 3-0, so we'll say that, and then we're going 0-2. So
Is that a consensus?
yeah.
I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm team optimism here. I think we go 2-0.
You're no
2-0. I'm
No.
calling it. This is our turnaround.
No, it's not. Graeme, you have to stop doing this, man.
Hey,
Dude,
maybe
honestly,
the week
like
off, maybe it'll get the wheels
No,
turning.
I think it's whenever we actually quit the pod, because like the Jets were fine until we started this pod, and then as soon as we started it all went downhill.
Yeah.
So it might be us. It might be us. The Jets just
Yeah.
might be watching our podcast of us just dogging them every single week, and it's just killing the morale.
That's why you got to be
Yeah.
optimistic. I'm saying 2-0 this week.
Okay. It hasn't worked yet, respectfully. But do we want to do Team Canada predictions? I got
my lineup right here.
We got Czechia, we got Latvia, and we have Denmark.
You meant not?
No. I meant World Juniors. We'll do projected Team Canada roster next week. But I was just saying, like, our 3 World Juniors games.
If we don't
I'll
go
say 3-0 for that.
If we don't go 3-0, it's a disappointment. Like, huge disappointment.
I 100% agree.
Yeah. I don't know how Czechia's team is looking this year, but that's the only game I think we should lose.
Yeah.
But who knows? We lost to Latvia last year, so
Great point.
you never know.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks, Breaks. Thanks for hopping on. Unless you want to stay to talk about one battle after another and Stranger Things. I know you. Do you know what one battle after another is?
No.
Not a clue.
Do you know who Leonardo DiCaprio is?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. We'll take that. We'll leave it there. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Talk to you next week. Bye. Okay. So, here, tell you what. I'll start. I'll just do my quick. I went to go see Avatar last week, and that was the big movie that came out. Odyssey trailer beforehand. Avengers Doomsday trailer beforehand. Did you get the Avengers Doomsday trailer spoiled for you?
The Steve Rogers.
Yeah, is returning. Yeah, it got leaked. That got leaked. Then 2 days later, the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer got leaked. And now today, I'm getting did you get this too? The new Avengers Doomsday trailer, the third one?
I haven't seen that one, but how's it even
Or the second one?
How does
Dude,
that even
I don't
happen?
know. I honestly don't know. Like, the Spider-Man one is literally someone, like, recording it on, like, a monitor or something. And, like, how does nobody beside him say, like, hey, man, put your phone away? Like, I don't know. My dad brought up a half-decent point that, like, maybe they're doing it on purpose, but, like, I don't know why in the fuck they would do that, because then they're not making any money off of it. And I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me, but it's just crazy that like all 3 of the next big 3 trailers all got leaked. So, anyways, to bring it back to Avatar, the theater for the Avengers Doomsday trailer was dead silent. Nobody. It was dead silent for the Odyssey, and then it was dead silent for Avengers Doomsday for two completely different reasons. Because everyone was locked the fuck in on the 6-minute prologue that Christopher Nolan released for promo. It looks unbelievable. I'm super excited for that. Trailer just came out this morning. I don't know if you saw that. It looks really good.
Awesome.
People are complaining about how historically inaccurate the suit looks.
I don't give a
care.
shit.
I don't care.
I
don't
give a
care.
shit.
Christopher Nolan could have that guy in like
A
I don't know.
clown
This
costume.
yeah, okay. I was gonna say like a Snoopy outfit or something, but that sounds a lot better. A clown outfit, and I would not care. I'm still gonna be locked in on that. I don't know how big of an Avatar fan you are, but to me, I guess I don't want to ruin it for you. Are you gonna go see it still?
I may. I saw mixed reviews on it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was a fan of the first one for sure. Second one, I was okay on. I did think it was a good movie, but like, I don't know. For me, it lost the lust because it took 12 years, 13 years, something like that to come out. So, like, yeah, I mean, it kind of lost the lust for the second one on me. I'm not like crazy hellbent on seeing the third one, but I definitely like if it comes out on streaming, I'll see it. I don't know if I'll go to the theaters, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw mixed reviews. I saw some good, some bad. Oh, I'd be interested, obviously, to know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, like the first one, I was obviously like, I guess I wasn't super excited for it because I didn't really know anything about it. But like, everyone was just super hyped on the VFX of it all and the special effects, and so like, it was a cool movie to see in theaters. And then the next one was like 10 years later, and like there was the whole water element and stuff, and like it was interesting to see how like the technology has evolved to today. And then this next one, like that's sort of like why I was going to these movies in the first place, was just to see the visuals of it all. I wasn't too into the story other than like, when Home Tree dies in the first one, or like the kid dies in the second one, like that was pretty emotional, but like I don't really care about what's going on. Like that's how I felt throughout this one. Was like I was just sitting there for 3 hours and 15 minutes with like not a care in the world. Like I don't know. Fair. It was just like kind of meh. It didn't really bring me in. Not to mention it kind of is almost like the same movie as like the second one too. And like you'll know what I mean when you see it, but like it's pretty much the same movie. The villain's really cool. I'll say that. And all the fire stuff looks really cool. But like that movie did not need to be 3 hours and 15 minutes long. They could have it's not Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. It's not Oppenheimer. You can shave an hour off the Avatar movie. There's not that much story to tell. And so that was sort of my my thing about it. I still think like if you are going to go see it, you should see it in a theater. I think like James Cameron is really big on 3D. He really wants to bring that back. That's sort of his shtick. And so we saw it in IMAX 3D, and that was really cool to see how he worked that in. It wasn't like giving me a headache and like all the time being 3D, but there's some scenes in like the water and stuff where it like actually feels like you're like swimming with them, and so like that whole element was pretty cool. Excited to see what he does for Billie Eilish's new movie in February, I think, because he's shooting her documentary for her tour in 3D, and so I'm pretty excited for that actually. But
that's cool.
The main thing I wanted to talk to you about was One Battle After Another, because I know me and you had a bit of differing opinions on it. Yeah, I know you FaceTimed me after your Dune 1 and... Did you watch 1? Dune 1? 2?
Yeah.
So you watched 3 3-hour movies in one day then?
I got a lot of time on my hands right now.
Dude, that's amazing. That's sick. Holy, that's like my dream Sunday, man. Holy shit. Good for you. I don't know, like, what did you think of One Battle After Another? You didn't think it was really your cup of tea, or?
Yeah, like, I mean, I thought the acting was phenomenal. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio is an awesome actor. Thought he was really good. I thought the daughter was very good as well. Like for me, I just like I didn't I like at least knowing like the premise of a movie going in. Like I don't like going in completely blind. So from what I read, I was kind of mid movie and I just like I wasn't really sure where it was going or what was happening. So I like paused it and I just Google searched. I'm like, what's the premise of this movie? And apparently it's like based loosely off a book called Vinelands. But I'd thought that it was like a partially like true story, which it obviously isn't. However, I thought there was a lot of really good performances in it. I thought that for me personally, some of the like soundtrack was like it just like it either was timed incorrectly or it was just very annoying in certain spots.
It's different. It's different
Yeah.
for sure.
However, I thought the action was great. I thought like Lockjaw was like he played his role very well too. Like he made me like hate him and like be like this
Sean
guy's a
Penn.
creep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought the acting was really good. I mean, the action was good too, but like overall, it's just I think because I didn't know much about it, it was just like I didn't really know where the movie was trending towards. So it was kind of just like odd for me. I
Okay.
still thought it was a good movie, but it was just like. Yeah, I don't know, it just wasn't fully my cup of tea, if that makes any sense.
Okay. I
Yeah.
can sort of understand that. I think for me, I'm the complete opposite in that like I love going in completely blind to movies. Like half the time I don't even people ask me like, "Oh, what movie are you going to see tonight? What is it about?" And I'm like, "I have literally no idea. I just know the reviews are good and I'm going to sit there for 3 hours and I'm going to see what it's about." And so like
That's fair.
for me, this like I just sort of went along for the ride and like, yeah, I loved it. It's my favorite movie of 2025. And like I just love how it's like it starts off as like an action drama and then it like becomes a comedy. The whole thing of like what's the passcode is fucking hilarious. And then it brings in that emotional element at the end too. Like it becomes like a I guess father daughter type of movie. And so
Yeah.
yeah, I can also see how like some people might not like it. Like before this movie came out, I watched all of Paul Thomas Anderson's movies. So like Boogie Nights, Punch Drunk Love with Adam Sandler. Oh, I'm blanking now. Licorice Pizza is another really good one. I think you would actually like that one quite a bit. But yeah, like he's a very unique and different filmmaker. Like he's very critiquey, obviously.
Yeah.
Like that's why, it's going to be probably the front runner at the Oscars. Like he has his own unique style. You talk about like the music he
Mhm.
adds into it all and like the camera work. It's almost like Wes Anderson-y-esque
Well, I was
in
gonna
some
say
sort of
too,
ways, but
I'm
go
kinda
ahead.
happy you brought that up. There were certain points to which I wasn't sure, like, I definitely don't think that it was, like they just forgot to edit it, but there was, like, some really shaky scenes where the camera's, like, shaking. It was, like, aw like, it looked almost like it was, like, unfinished, which maybe is his, like, type of, like, directing, but, like, there were some scenes where, like, the camera was, like, shaking, and I was like, "That's odd." Like, is that a part of it, or
When?
I think one of them was in, like, the final scene on the highway
Yeah.
when they were, like it was, like, kind of like a shot of, like, the Mustang coming up in the background or something like that. Then there was another one, I think it was during the riots, which maybe that was supposed to be, like, to, feel the action of, like, the explosions, but
That's
it
what I
was,
was
like
gonna say.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, it was, like, shaking. So I was like, "Is that supposed to be a part of it?" I highly doubt that that would be something they just forget to edit out, but it was just a little bit
I'm pretty sure that's how it was supposed to be, 'cause that's like when you brought that up, the only time I could think about the camera shaking like that is if it was like the riot scene or like that last car chase scene. Like a lot of the time it's from the perspective of like her rear view mirror, right? So like she's driving the car and the
yeah.
rear view mirror is shaking, right? So it's kind of trying to like put you off balance a little bit and like bring the chaos to you. So I think that's part of it. But yeah, I don't like you seen that in like the Hunger Games too, where they're going like maybe I'm just used to that after seeing those movies a million times
Mhm.
because like when that movie first starts and they're actually like in the games, that camera's going like freaking berserk to like that's one time where the camera was so shaky where I was like, hey, we don't need to be doing that much. But like, yeah, I don't know. I love this movie for like its simplicity. It was just a really good movie. It wasn't like this. I mean, it was pretty grand at points, but like it wasn't this grand spectacle. It wasn't like, I don't know how to describe this. Like it wasn't a Disney movie or a big blockbuster, but it sort of was. And it was like the perfect like balance of like blockbuster and like cinema. Oh my God. As the camera zooms in on me. Whoa. It's absolute cinema. Yeah.
Hilarious timing.
What timing for that? That's funny. Gotta figure out how to zoom this back out. But yeah, I don't know. I think this will probably clean up at the Oscars. I think Leo will probably win his second one. I think PTA will probably win for Best Director. I hope it wins for Best Picture. I could see Chase Infinity at least getting a nod for supporting actress, like the kid there. She was really good. And then
Yeah.
Sean Penn was fucking hilarious. But anyways, yeah, excited for Pluribus finales tomorrow instead of Thursday. I don't know if have you been watching that?
I don't have access to Apple TV right now, so
That is okay. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Anyways, hold on. Just gonna adjust my camera here. And then Stranger Things, next 3 episodes on Christmas. So I'm super excited for that. And then finale on New Year's. So I'm sure we'll talk about the next 3 next week, hopefully, if you get them done. I know they're all going to be like just over an hour long. So I'm going to grind them all out in one night.
we'll get them done.
Cool, man. Okay, well, it's good to have you back. Glad you're feeling better. And yeah, go Jets, go Team Canada. Talk to you next week.
Hooray.
Dude. Depressing pod today. I did not think it would get that dark where Mr. Optimistic over here would come in saying sell the team.
I'll be back better next week. It's been a tough week to be a Jets believer, so I'll be back better next week, and I'll have another 3-0 prediction for you guys.
Okay, sounds good, man. Merry Christmas to all our 30 subscribers. Appreciate it, all of you. Merry Christmas to you, man, and or happy holidays. Yeah, till next week.